You have tuned into NCC News TeXas and abroad here on Facebook. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any news in your area that you think is newsworthy, please send us the source link and destination of the story. We broadcast out of Southeast Texas, but we cover North, South, East and West Texas as well as surrounding areas. If you want to hear about the areas that you are in, let us know what your city and state is. We look forward to hearing from you. Our photojournalist is DT Collins, who has worked for or created content for television, radio and print production with over 20 years of experience. Don't forget to subscribe to NCC News TeXas. We are sponsored by NeBOE Connection and Affiliates. We are NCC News TeXas and abroad. Tune in and watch each episode as we spread the news in your area. If you have news that you want aired here on NCC News TeXas, send it to us. NeBOEmarketing@yahoo.com. We want to keep you informed through each broadcast. Here's our first story.
In Temple, Texas, reported by Fox 44, Temple police report one man was taken to a hospital and a 19-year-old man was taken into custody following a Thursday night stabbing incident. A Temple Police Department spokesperson said officers were called to the 600 block of Casey Drive about 11:30 p.m. on a reported assault. Police said on arrival the victim told officers an occupant of the home stabbed him. Emergency medical personnel transported the victim to a hospital with what were described as non-life-threatening injuries. Police took 19-year-old Marvin Grant III into custody and transported him to the Bell County Jail, where he remained on Friday morning.
A La Mexicana is located inside of Fuelies. You can fill your vehicle up with gas as you pick up your breakfast or lunch. We now showcase daily specials. Our specials today are 3 soaps for $10, roast, shepherd, chicken fajita, tinga, and also our delicious pupusas, 5 for $10. Today's special, Friday, May 17th, 3 soaps for $10. You choose the meat: beef, chicken, pork pastor, asada, fajita chicken. And our pupusas are 5 for $10. 190 North 11th Street, Beaumont, Texas, 77702. 409-600-0612. We are open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's our football and cheer registration time. United presents the FCU Sports Youth Program. Support the youth program by donating or being a sponsor for the children of Falls County United Youth Sports. Any donation helps and is greatly appreciated. For any additional information, contacts are listed on the flyer, as well as ways to support. For more information, call or text Frederick Jackson at 737-242-4031. Or email us at unitedyouthsportsorg23@gmail.com.
You are welcome to attend the services of Starlight COG-IC every Sunday morning, starting with Sunday school at 9:30 a.m. and then Sunday morning service at 11 a.m. We also have Bible study on Wednesday nights that you are also invited to attend. Pastor E.B. Lindsay and First Lady Josie Lindsay are the leaders of our ministry and would love to see you come out and enjoy the services.
2800 Bob Hall Road, Orange, Texas 77630.
You change my walk, you change my talk, and you change my mind. You change my heart, gave me a brand new start.
Download gospel recording artist Deborah Wilson on Spotify today.
Some roads and streets in southeast Texas still have water over them, but it's starting to go down in many locations, and in others, it will begin receding soon. Hardin County Judge Wayne McDaniel shared a picture from Precinct 1 Commissioner L.W. Cooper, taken at about 12:30 Saturday afternoon on Village Creek Road off Old Beaumont Highway, showing some water still covering the road. Judge McDaniel says Village Creek at Highway 69 has crested, and should crest at about 3 a.m. Sunday at FM 418. He says the crest is expected to be less than on May 4th, so families downstream should see slightly less impact. A KFDM viewer sent us video from the Wildwood area off Highway 69 in Hardin County, showing high water covering one road leading
If you're
in and out
looking
of
for that
community.
good homemade tasting
He
burger,
told us it's
Hamburger
always
Depot
difficult
is the
on
place
many
to go.
families, including
Get your
older
choice of
residents
not
who may
one,
need to
or
get
two,
to the doctor,
but get a triple
their
patty
prescriptions
burger
or
with
buy
cheese.
groceries.
Hamburger
The water
Depot
is also going
originated
down
out
there.
of Jasper,
The
Texas,
residents
but now
tell
can
us
be
they're
found
hoping
at
we
several
don't see any
locations,
rain for a
including
long
Beaumont,
time.
Texas at 1652 West Cardinal Drive, Beaumont, Texas, 77705.
A La Mexicana, Fresh all the time. 180 North 11th Street, Beaumont, Texas. Located inside of Fuelys. Fuelys Exxon Auto Plaza. 409-600-0612.
We offer breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. Fuelys offer competitive gas prices and open 24 hours per day, Sunday through Saturday.
If you are pulled over by the police while driving, it's important to remain calm and follow some general guidelines to ensure a safe and smooth interaction with law enforcement. Here are some steps you should consider taking when pulled over by the police. 1. Pull over safely. When you see the police car's lights flashing behind you, slow down and find a safe place to pull over. Use your turn signal to indicate your intention to pull over. 2. Stay inside your vehicle. Remain inside your vehicle unless asked to step out by the officer. Keep your hands visible on the steering wheel, and avoid making sudden movements. 3. Be polite and respectful. When the officer approaches your vehicle, be polite, respectful, and cooperative. Follow the officer's instructions and provide requested documents such as your driver's license, registration, and insurance. 4. Communicate clearly. Answer the officer's questions clearly and truthfully. If you need to reach for something in the glove compartment or elsewhere, inform the officer of your actions before doing so. 5. Avoid confrontations. Stay calm and composed during the interaction. Avoid arguing, making excuses, or becoming confrontational with the officer. If you disagree with the officer's actions, you can address the issue through proper channels later. 6. Know your rights. You have the right to remain silent and the right to refuse a search of your vehicle. If you choose to exercise these rights, do so respectfully and calmly. 7. Follow instructions. If the officer issues a citation or ticket, accept it peacefully. You can contest the ticket in court if you believe it was unjust. 8. Stay safe. If you feel unsafe or uncomfortable during the interaction, you can take note of the officer's name, badge number, and patrol car number. You can also ask for a supervisor to be present. Remember that the goal of the interaction is to ensure everyone's safety and to address any potential violations of the law. Following these guidelines can help make the interaction with law enforcement as smooth and safe as possible.
We open at 11 a.m. here at Rosie's Soul Food and we won't disappoint you. You can smell all the deliciousness from the parking lot. Our customers are enjoying our meatloaf, black-eyed peas, navy beans, and cornbread and snacking on peach cobbler. We are ready to serve lunch starting at 11 a.m. Come on by if you're in the area. Jefferson County Sheriff's Office warns of new scam going around Southeast Texas. Author Brett Strahan writes, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is warning residents to be vigilant of a scammer who is calling people and claiming to be a JCSO deputy. JCSO says they have received multiple complaints of a man making these calls and then trying to scam citizens out of their money. The scam itself is relatively straightforward. The fake deputy calls someone and tells them that they have a warrant out for their arrest, usually for a missed jury date. However, to avoid arrest they can pay the fine up front. In terms of payment, the scammer will usually instruct the victim to purchase a cash card so they can't be traced and take care of the fine by phone. As soon as you purchase the card and give the scammer your information, your money is already gone. The JCSO says to never immediately go to the store and purchase a cash card to pay over the phone. This is usually the first indication you are dealing with a scammer. Remember, no law enforcement agency will never try to solicit funds over the phone for any purpose. The JSCO says that these phone numbers appear to be coming from a 409 area code. However, spoof apps can make a call seem like it is coming from anywhere. Never give anyone personal information over the phone in any scenario, and be sure to watch for the warning signs when receiving suspicious phone calls. This is a developing story.
7 counties in Texas can receive federal emergency funding after storms. Residents incurring property damage after rain, floods, derecho may qualify. By Timothy Malcolm, May 18, 2024. Houston Heights resident Anita Wolfsteiner surveys damage done by Thursday's derecho. Her home was badly damaged by the felled tree. On Thursday, ferocious storms characterized by the National Weather Service as a derecho slashed through the Houston area. More than 7 fatalities have been confirmed, property was at least partially destroyed, and more than 800,000 people were without power in the immediate aftermath of the event. As of Saturday morning, more than 500,000 Texans are still in the dark, according to data from poweroutage.us. Texas mayor resigns, fed up with city's contentious politics. As Texans begin to sort through the aftermath of the storm, some may be able to receive federal relief. On Friday, President Joe Biden declared in a White House press release that residents in 7 Texas counties, Harris, Liberty, Montgomery, Polk, San Jacinto, Trinity and Walker, may now qualify for disaster relief because of weather events stemming from April 26 and continuing through this week. In other words, individuals living in those 7 counties and affected by recent storms, including the excessive rainfall and flooding event of May 1 to 3 in the derecho on Thursday, can apply for grants that cover temporary housing, home repairs, loans for uninsured property losses, and other recovery programs. President Joe Biden approved federal funding opportunities for residents impacted by recent storms in southeast Texas. The declaration also allows storm-impacted businesses to apply for disaster loan assistance through the U.S.
You have tuned into NCC News TeXas and abroad here on Facebook. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any news in your area that you think is newsworthy, please send us the source link and destination of the story. We broadcast out of Southeast Texas, but we cover North, South, East and West Texas as well as surrounding areas. If you want to hear about the areas that you are in, let us know what your city and state is. We look forward to hearing from you. Our photojournalist is D.T. Collins, who has worked for or created content for television, radio and print production with over 20 years of experience. Don't forget to subscribe to NCC News TeXas. This concludes our broadcast. Tune in and watch each episode as we spread the news in your area. If you have news that you want aired here on NCC News TeXas, send it to us. We want to keep you informed through each broadcast.